Hi everyone, I'm Michelangelo. Welcome to my conversations with Blue God, with Blue Magic, with I am you, you are me, with you, I love you. This is episode 136. I think I'm gonna have to speak really fast because things here happen so fast, so freaky amazing, so freaky everything. We are on the seventh night. Tonight actually is going to be the 8th of 9 Navratri nights. Navratri, 9 nights of divine goddess. On these 9 nights, there is an amazing opportunity where goddess is fighting for us in order to win the fight against darkness. So where blue light wins, where goddess transforms into 9 superpowers, every night a different superpower, in order to transform darkness into light. So know that that's the energy. We're right towards the end of Navratri as I'm filming this. The last video I filmed right there, part number 1, and I said, watch, I had just gotten that apartment, and literally what's today? Today is the 13th, so 2 days from now, I was supposed to get the 3rd apartment, remember? For you, it should be easy to remember, because if you just watched the previous video, like about 11 days passed since that video. Well, the next day after that video, what did I say in that video? So I'm gonna get 2 apartments, 3 apartments, then get all 5 and start doing workshops here. Bring it all blue. And my feeling is that with all my resistance and limiting beliefs, 1 year from now, I can purchase this land and turn it into a community wellness center where we can all learn about new magic. Well, I don't know, a few hours after that video, I got the news really suddenly that this land has been sold. So much for that. Here we are. Now the reality is that 1 week has passed since then, and there is crazy magic happening. I'm writing about it, so you will hear about it soon in the next videos as it's emerging. But for now, just know that what I did when I got that shocking news is I trusted, I surrendered even more. And so here we are, and magic is emerging, but blue magic, Bhakti Tempo, is moving. Now, episode 136, I wrote on my birthday a year ago, Saturday, December 19, 2019. I just reread this. This could not be more crazy appropriate. So I wrote, I finished my parenting category of my life book. What a turn that took. I really thought that I was going to be, I really thought that was going to be the least significant and revealing category to work on, and instead this happened. I must say this though, on the surface, nothing seems to have really changed with my mom, but I do sense an inner breakthrough. I already feel more liberated. I feel a substantial shift in the way I look at certain major aspects of my life. Still rather subtle, but for sure major. I was still in Montreal. I was still not knowing about Costa Rica. But my intuition knew that major shifts were already happening, as I'm knowing now. And so, Blue God answered, give it a little time. You will see that you are absolutely correct. The changes you are already sensing will lead you to make the necessary changes that will change the course of your life. Really? Like, wow. This will benefit you immensely. Now, just allow it to take shape naturally. These words make so much sense to me now. This is literally how I'm flowing here in Costa Rica. Remember, it is like having a new birth and taking on a completely new role. Let it sink in. New means unfamiliar, strange, insecure, not yet all mastered, learning, testing, trying new things. You will, and you will grow, and you will emerge anew and stronger. Much stronger, much wiser, much more clear, much more confident, much more certain of why, when, and how. And all aspects of your life will exponentially benefit because of this. Okay, these words, I don't know how to better describe what actually happened, how my life is since these words. Life is better at the beach is what it says in the painting behind me, by the way, because it is. And so I'm giving up this spot here on the beach, but I think there's another beach spot that's emerging. So that's my edge. And so these words are also speaking to me right now, right here, with the shock and the resistance and the trust and the subtle knowing that I'm feeling right now with, again, this happening. And so since it was my birthday, I asked any words to align with the energy of my birthday today. It was never a very significant date for me, and again, it is not this year, except a marking date for certain cycles emerging. And the answer I got was, there's a lot of wordplay in here, so I'm going to spell out how the words are being spelled here by Blue Magic. You are and have been wise to not place great emphasis on your birthday. Most people are brainwashed. They really don't realize that the only reason they place emphasis on their birthday is mainly and predominantly for gratification of ego. It thus reinforces ego and suffering for themselves and for the world. Most have totally repressed their real age, that they are eternal and focus on this lifetime and on their mortality. There could not be a more dangerous false notion to reinforce. Let's read that again. There could not be a more dangerous false notion to reinforce. It naturally leads you to make wrong decisions that restrict consciousness and awareness. It does not bring you closer to me. You instead have been insistently concerned with always getting closer and closer to me. The true meaning of the word yoga. You really are a yogi in the purest and most profound sense of the word. A real yogi would not blink twice about even acknowledging their birthday, because they know that one must really focus on what one must really focus on and which pitfalls to avoid. You have been a yogi pretty much your entire life. I know that things like this come easy for you. You pretty much never felt the need to celebrate your birthday. This is not a new rodeo for you. It even feels like child's play. So many during these times of great confinement. So the pandemic had just started. The confinements, the restrictions, the curfews. So many during these times of greater confinement are suffering of tremendous boredom and suffering extensively. This too is child's play for you. You have been practicing developing and always further navigating your inner landscape instead of placing so much emphasis on the limited outer reality like so many cling to. And yet, you ironically struggle to. Because ironically, you have been called to spend more time navigating the outer reality that you've always known to not emphasize on. You will soon be a master of both, because you know that the reason for you to emphasize on the external is in order to reach the majority who dwell there, and then reel them in. So instead of reel them in, the wordplay is real, R-E-A-L, instead of real, R-E-A-L, and instead of them, there's an E at the end, so theme. So ultimately, what's going on for me now, my resistance to buying land, what I'm getting through this message is I buy land in order to reel theme in. To reel them in. So that sentence, you will soon be a master of both because you know that the reason for you to emphasize on the external, so the reason for me to buy land at this point, is in order to reach the majority who dwell there, in order to reach those who are in the material world, who live in that dimension, and then to reel theme in. Yes, it has been a while, and so I gave you 2 intentional typos in a row. Yes, your mission is to reel them into reality, so R-E-E-L, them, to reel them into reality with a capital R. So indeed, to reel them in, reel, R-E-A-L, them in. But also let this be your real theme, R-E-A-L, theme, T-H-E-M-E. The focus that guides you when you are not sure if you are doing okay. The natural hesitance and discomfort that you get when you focus on the external 3D world. Remember, this is your real theme, your real focus. It is to reel theme in. And yes, I intentionally misspelled that again because there is still more for you to understand from my wordplay. This maybe now is another wordplay from my wordplay. Ooh. And so I wrote, I understand reel, R-E-E-L, reel them in, and reel them in, R-E-A-L, them in, because I am forcing myself to spend more time in the world where most humans dwell in order to remind them about the eternal and limitless nature, the nature of reality with a capital R. And so ultimately, I am reeling them into my world, our world, the dimension of the timeless where truth resides, and so the answer to all suffering. So reeling them in means bringing realness to them. And I understand the play of reeling them and reeling theme in the sense that this is my theme. This is what I should remember I am doing when I catch myself resisting the manifest world, as I often still do, since it does not feel so real to me. And since I know that reinforcing it as solid reinforces the illusion and thus reinforces the causes of suffering. So what am I missing? And the answer I got was the real theme with a capital R. Simply wrote, the real theme. And I wrote, I still don't get it. Reeling them in, the theme of bringing them into the inner world where reality dwells. What else is hidden behind this wordplay of reeling theme in? I still don't get it. And so the answer I got was, think about this when you catch yourself resisting the outer world and start testing this out today during your special day. I know that me saying that already triggers you. Be triggered. Stay triggered all day during the special day. I love you. Happy and blessed birthday. Your life will never be the same. I'll see you in the next video. I love you. So much is happening. And my blessings that this transpires to you right here and right now as you're watching, so you can be reeled in to reality with a capital R, so we can all suffer less. I love you.